All right, I got a couple bags of the cedar mulch here. This is the natural cedar mulch. I don't really use the dye kind, even though that's probably fine. There's nothing would happen. I also have, this is where you get all your sales, people. So these were only 10 bucks. These are the Ann raspberries, which are the golden raspberries. And I wanted a couple of them in my collection. These are 2 gallon for 10 bucks at Ed Chardulo's in Mount Hope. So if you're in that area, go check them out. They got a lot of their berry bushes all on for 10 bucks. So it has caps, grapes, currants, you name it, they got it. And that's what you want to do. So we're going to get these up into the greenhouse because we're going to be closing up the greenhouse. So I want to get a trailer, my little welding trailer, out of there. And then we're going to start putting all the plants in the greenhouse and closing it up. So stay tuned. All right, so this is the first one, and we're just going to keep lining them up, and then what we're going to do is we're going to have to try and fill up the pond a little bit, I think, one more time fully for the end of the season. Then what we're going to do is we're going to fill up this tote so that I have water to water them. And what you should know about in the wintertime is they will need very little water. I also have a few more of these water bottles I need to paint and bring out here and fill up. So we're going to go do that after we get these skids. We're going to get a few more. We want to line it up all the way down. And that'll give me an extra week or two. And then when we're all done, it's like 30, a little almost 35 degrees in here. That's what that says right there. So, and then what we're going to do is close up this door here, maybe next weekend. But it'll allow my plants to grow another month or two at the end of this season, and then another month or two at the end of this, the beginning of next season. So we should be getting some better growth. These are my apples over here. They're doing pretty good. Looks like I got about 2 to 3 feet on them. And I might even plant 1 or 2 before the end of the season here. So let's keep going. All right, this is pretty much all the plants other than a few that are sitting out there. We'll be bringing them in as well. Putting them on skids really did help. Got some lilac over here. Got some black walnut. We've got our chestnuts and a few apple trees, and that's pretty much it for that as far as I know. So yeah, now that I got that, we're gonna move on, get some more pots in here from outside and clean that up. We still got to cut the grass today and fill up that tote, so I want to go get those bottles and fill this up at least once. We can always drain it later when it gets too cold, but one thing at a time. All right, so I got all the pots that I have outside except for the 2 quints, which I still plan to plant somewhere. And I'm going to show you in a minute the golden raspberries, which are basically Ann raspberries. They're the yellow kind, and they're supposed to be really, really good. That's why I got them. And I know I have one out there somewhere, but I may have killed it, or it just hasn't produced yet. Now, I would be using the hose normally, but this particular hose is very flexible, and it obviously has something in there, and with no pressure behind it, there's no water coming out. So I'm gonna have to do it by hand. Just next weekend, I'll be filling up this tote. Yep, so we're gonna go over here and we're gonna just give them a little water. It was up to 40 degrees in here almost. It's just over 30 now. So we're gonna get some water in these plants here. Yeah, I just had this here to try and get that kink out of there so I got a better flow. But yes, I've watered everything here now. We'll turn that off. We've got the water down to about there. I'm gonna come back on Tuesday, fill her up, and give her another soaking, depending on how dry they get. Now, it got really warm in here today. Today it was almost 40 degrees. just in the sunshine in here. But I know at nighttime, like right now, it's actually a lot cooler. It's showing 30 degrees now, so 10 degrees is a big difference. And at night, it's gonna go even lower. So I'm not gonna shut the door yet. I'm gonna leave that open for now. In the next week or two, depending on the weather and how it's shipping up or shaping out, we'll start enclosing the area. So we'll shut that door. Over here, we got to fix the one door, so I'll probably just use some plastic to cover the hole to prevent heat loss. Other than that, we're going to get down there and into one of my guilds, and we're going to put in some of those Ann raspberries, those golden raspberries, which I've been looking forward to. And the only thing that's not in here is the 2 quints. The 2 quints, I'm going to find a spot for them to go. So let's get down into the food forest, get those in the ground. When I also come back, I also want to do some wood chips. So I bought some more clear cedar wood chips, mulch. So it really helps keep that moisture in those pots, because some of that dirt I used was triple mix, which I thought would be a good potting soil, and it's not. And it is, as long as it stays moist. But the problem is it doesn't stay moist, and when it gets dry, it shrinks, and then the water just cascades past it and then out the pot. So it takes a lot of water to keep them watered. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get down there and get to work. All right, so okay. So down here, these are my boysenberries right in front. We used a little magic to get them in the ground. We're gonna use a little magic now to get these in the ground, because nobody wants to watch me dig a hole. And that's what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna put them side by side, a little closer to the trellis. We'll put them right about there. So let's just do this. Now let's throw them in the ground. What do you think? All right, so that's it for this weekend. If you like my videos, don't forget to hit that thumbs up down there and subscribe and tell your friends. Share these videos. It really helps out my channel. And we'll see you next week. So I want you to stay safe, to come back, watch another video next week. I don't have a cage for this one, but I will get one and we'll set it up again. So we got boysenberry and we got Ann's raspberry. Have a good week.